The science of uprising and downfall. Back in the days, people went to oracles or prophets and they asked, am I going up or am I coming down? And then people received a word of encouragement, a word of mental support, and then they continued doing whatever they did, and then time showed them. How can you know for sure that you are experiencing an uprising or you're experiencing a downfall? So the scientific approach is by analyzing 100,000 historical accounts, biographies, public record, books, and the internet, investigating the lives of 100,000 winners that fell and 100,000 losers that rose. Human ascent throughout all domains: military, political, business, sports, inventors. What do they all have in common? What did they experience? They had a burning belief in a reality that everyone dismissed. They were rejected by their peers, and most were skeptic against them. They faced skepticism. The skepticism ended at a certain eureka moment. And this eureka moment came when a problem presented itself and the solution was brought, whereby all of a sudden the frame of thinking made sense. All of them publicly declared their intent. They all spoke, wrote, published their vision, and faced ostracism. They all failed, and they all saw failure as a detour, not as a dead end. Every setback they experienced was followed by obsessive skill building. When they saw something that was broken, they rebuilt it, and not just in any way. They used innovation and creativity and cross-disciplinary leaps to shock their skeptics. They were all team players. They rose with others. All of them had mentors, and they formed alliances. And they all felt that it was purpose, that they were purposing the entire system, like it was a calling or a force that pushed them. They had a sense of being moved. It's not a set of things you're supposed to go and do to become a winner. No, this is what you will experience right before you're going to win. This is the flow. This is the energy. You're going through life. You're doing whatever you're doing. The flow is going through you. And while the flow is going through you, these are the things the winners experience before they win. So the signs of losers: all of them felt untouchable. All of them ignored warning. All of them were overconfident. They all denied facts, even when evidence proved otherwise. They all had a reckless expansion drift. They do not need anyone else. No advisors, no mentors. Gone. They like secrecy and they withdraw. Their philosophy goes like this: the end justifies the means, using deception or exploitation to get where they want to be. They get trapped in stagnation. I already peaked, so let's not change. So they get stuck in denial or in inaction, and they're blind to external factors, like a tunnel vision, an inability to adapt, projecting over reality, not seeing the real thing going out there, but imagining things in such a way that it makes sense in your head to continue doing whatever you're doing, expecting that it will work, not really seeing what's going on, not really evaluating reality, ignoring things to keep the path going. So when you are on top of the hill and this is what you are experiencing on a day-to-day basis, this is how people fell. This is the energy of the downfall. When the wind of downfall is going through your soul, this is what you will experience.